Well, I think it's a bit of an advantage, I would say, in terms of understanding how the games have gone, what the conditions have to offer, what the overcast conditions bring into play. When the sun's out, it's a totally different ball game altogether. What the conditions are at 10:30 in the morning compared to afternoon, and what is the pace of play when you see other teams playing, and what the approach is. So I think from that point of view, we have a lot to absorb. We have a lot to learn from. Looking at the other teams play, the teams that have done well, what have they done well in what phases. So yeah, I think from that point of view, we would say that we have a lot of positives that we can take out of starting, after everyone else. And look, whether a team has played before or not, it really wouldn't matter on the day. It depends on how the side turns up, what kind of mental setup they have. And as I mentioned, we would have to be mentally and skillfully stronger than the opposition, whoever we play, to win on the day. So I think our focus will be that. Look, we selected a side that gives us all kinds of options, depending on the conditions that we're going to play in. Somewhere you might see 3 seamers playing, somewhere you might see 2 wrist spinners, somewhere you might see a wrist spinner and a finger spinner playing together. So that's why we said we probably selected the most balanced side we could have selected. And Kedar's doing well. Kedar's back to full fitness. Kedar's batting in the nets now, and he's hitting the ball well. So it's always nice to have.
Kagiso Rabada had some disparaging comments about you personally. I don't know if you saw them, and how do you use that as motivation for your battle against him? And now with Dale and Kagiso, Lungi out, are you looking to target KG tomorrow as the main strike bowler?
What did he say?
I have no idea. He said that you were immature. I think it was in the context of the IPL and your battles with him.
Well, I've played against Kagiso many times, and I think if anything needs to be discussed, we can discuss it man to man. I'm not using a press conference to answer anything or anything.
Okay, well, on to the second question. With Lungi Ngidi out,
look, whether Ngidi plays or Stain plays or not, Rabada is always going to be a world-class bowler and a threat to any side he plays against, because he has the kind of passion and he has the kind of skill set that he can, on his day, go through any batting order. So we played well against him in the past, and that's only been because we've been respectful of his skills, but at the same time we've been assured and sure of what we want to do as batsmen. So I think against guys like Rabada, who are on their day, as I said, can turn up and bowl outstandingly well, you have to be respectful but have that self-belief in yourself as well, and that balance will be very crucial. Whether he plays with Dale and Ngidi or by himself, he's always going to be a skillful bowler. So we always need to respect that and then find ways of scoring against him. Him back in the mix because of the variety he brings into the side. Jadeja's been outstanding as well, understanding his abilities fully, really grabbing all the opportunities that have come his way, especially in Test cricket also. The way he's batting with a lot of maturity now is a great sign for the team. So whenever he steps into the team, we know we have a guaranteed template of performance that Jadeja brings to the side, in the field with the ball and with the bat as well. So I think we have all our options covered. Looking at the pitch now, we will have discussions over what the balanced combination would be, but I think we are equipped to handle all kinds of conditions here. Well, it's a matter of great pride for me, honestly. Playing 2015 World Cup, I never imagined this day, because a World Cup is too far off to think or predict anything. So I think I'm just feeling grateful that I'm in this position to have the opportunity to lead my country in a tournament like World Cup. It's always going to be a time to remember and a very, very special feeling. So I'm really looking forward to the challenge. It's a different kind of responsibility. You need to be able to absorb a lot more. So I think from that point of view, it's something that is really exciting me, to have this kind of a challenge at this stage in my career. Looking at the length of the tournament and the format of the tournament, yes, it will be tough for any captain, including myself. Playing 9 games, it's a long tournament. You're playing every side once, and you have to think on your feet. You have to adapt very quickly. It's not a bilateral or you're not playing a team twice where you can play them once and plan again and come back and play again. So you have to be precise. You have to think on your feet. On that day, make good decisions and stay ahead of the 8 ball. So from that point of view, yes, it will be a very, very challenging tournament, and as I said, something that I'm really looking forward to. Look, I mean, it's very gradual. I mean, the errors you would make when you're not that aware of game situations, they will slowly start to taper off as you play more and more cricket. So I think what happens also is when you have experienced people in your team who have also grown with you as cricketers, eventually you all start making good decisions. You have discussions, you think of the right things. Sometimes instinctively I would want to do something which I will stick to. Sometimes you go and discuss. So I think it's important to find the right balance. No one can make all good decisions or right decisions all the time. So important to try and make the right decision, but own up to your mistakes and accept the errors as well. So, which I think gradually with time, everyone sort of understands that process well, which also is happening to me slowly. Look, from a batting group point of view, it'll be very important to understand which guy is on a roll on that particular day, and the other guy has to play second fiddle. I mean, that acceptance has to be there when you're playing for a team goal. You can't try and match a guy who's striking at 120 if you're not striking it as well. So you need to be able to rotate strike and play in a partnership, and that's what partnership's all about. And then if the other guy gets out or you get out, then you sort of understand and switch roles if need be. So I think that's going to be key in the World Cup. I don't think 30 to 40 is going to be such a big factor in a tournament like the World Cup, because if you try and accelerate too much, people are losing 5-6 wickets in a bunch. So I think the teams that play more solid cricket in the middle overs, if the pitch allows you to score at 7-8 and over, that's a different thing. But if the pitch is not as batting friendly, and if you try and take advantage of 30 to 40 and you lose 4 wickets, then you're out of the game anyway. I think the team that plays more solid cricket, more percentage cricket, are the ones who are going to go a long way in the tournament and have better chances to succeed. And as I said, it boils down to making good decisions with the bat and with the ball. Personally, I would tell you something. I've had great IPL seasons, and I've entered playing for the country, and I felt like, I feel like I'm just gonna dominate this tournament so much, and then you can't put bat to ball. So every tournament, every game that you play has no connection to what you've done in the past. You can only take out the positives and the learnings and take it to the next tournament or game that you play. And whether you've done well in the IPL or you haven't, you still have to work hard. And to me, IPL has no connection to the World Cup. Mentally, skill-wise, yes, if you've played well, you want to stay in the same zone, probably look to do the same things. But he's a guy who's done so well in the last 2 years. I don't think 3-4 games of a T20 tournament will do anything to harm his confidence or hamper his confidence. We know when he pitches the ball in the right areas, the batsman has to make better decisions, otherwise, you're walking out. So that's been his strength. And he's back to bowling at his best. We saw that in the second game. In the nets, he's bowling really well, attacking the stumps all over again. His variations are spot on. He's pitching the ball in the right area. So I see batsmen having to take better decisions against Kuldeep rather than the other way around. बहुत important है सर, टीम में spirit बहुत ही अच्छी है. हम लोगों ने एक टीम बॉन्डिंग एक्टिविटी भी करी थी 2-3 दिन पहले. वहाँ भी सब इन्वॉल्व थे, सब खुश थे, आपस में हंसी. एक अच्छी चीज़ ये है कि हम लोग आईपीएल में अगर अलग जाते भी हैं तो आईपीएल में भी एक जो कमराडरी है, एक जो फ्रेंडशिप, हमारी दोस्ती है आपस में, वो देखने को मिलती है. कभी आप देखेंगे नहीं कि टीम के जो लोग हैं उनके आपस में कुछ आर्ग्यूमेंट हुआ या कोई हम लोग सिर्फ एक ही चीज़ को लुक फॉरवर्ड करते हैं कि वापस इंडियन टीम के लिए मिलके कब खेलेंगे. तो आई थिंक वो एक जो एक्साइटमेंट रहती है साथ में खेलने की, हम हमेशा उस चीज़ को वी लुक फॉरवर्ड टू इट. और जब भी हम आपस में आते हैं, सबकी आपस में अच्छी दोस्ती है, तो ऐसा कुछ बोलने का ज़रूरत ही नहीं पड़ती टीम में कि ऐसे माइंडसेट में रहना है या ये करना है. अपने आप ही इनपुट्स आते हैं कि हम ये कर सकते हैं. अब यंगस्टर्स भी खुल के बोलने लगे हैं कि हम ये कर सकते हैं टीम के लिए, हम वो कर सकते हैं. तो आई थिंक वो एक जो रिलैक्स्ड एटमॉस्फेयर है वो बहुत ज़रूरी है, जो हमने लास्ट 2-3 साल में बहुत अच्छा क्रिएट किया ड्रेसिंग रूम में, सबकी मेहनत की वजह से. और वही हमारा एक जो यूएसपी या फिर हमारा एक्स फैक्टर जो रहा है टीम का, वो वही है कि हमारा एटमॉस्फेयर बहुत अच्छा है ड्रेसिंग रूम में. और इस टूर्नामेंट में और भी क्रूशल होगा क्योंकि लंबा टूर्नामेंट है, जैसे मैंने बोला, अप्स एंड डाउन्स होंगे, साथ में रहना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. और टीम स्पिरिट अभी काफ़ी अच्छे.